I'm going to try to do this in one take, but I wanted to talk a little bit about my why I became a Beachbody coach, and go over my story a little bit. So, for starters, I was living in Las Vegas. I lived there in total for 4 years, up until recently, and I started dating someone about 3 months in, and his friends became my friends, and I was working a job that didn't give me much free time or opportunity to meet other people. Barely had time for my relationship, and it caused a lot of stress. I also didn't have time for myself, nor was I really in a place where I thought about my health or thought about fitness. It just kind of wasn't in my mind. I had some weight to lose, wasn't in the best shape, but I kind of just accepted it as something that happens as you get older, a few pounds each year, and as long as I wasn't to the point where it was a serious problem, I wasn't really going to worry about it. Didn't really cross my mind much, except when I was getting dressed to go out and didn't really feel that great about myself, especially in Las Vegas with a city of miniskirts and tight clothes and going out and appearance. So, but it wasn't really a big part of my life. So, like I said, it wasn't very relevant. However, at the time, my relationship wasn't the greatest. It eventually ended, just because we weren't right for each other. And I'd sort of lost myself, I think, was part of the problem. I was in a job where I didn't have vacation, and I'm a traveler. I have been all around the world, and to lose that part of myself was something I didn't really notice until in hindsight, but it is a big part of my life, and it's not something that was part of my life at the time. I was lost, settling both in my performance at work, my performance as a person, as a girlfriend, as an athlete, physically, mentally. I was just kind of going through the motions, clocking in and out, and trying to get by. So around the time my relationship ended, I found a lot of free time, so I decided to run. It was just a way for me to clear my mind, and as people started noticing, and it was nice, although I wasn't hooked on it. But I got a friend request from a girl named Nikki Whiting, and I don't usually accept friend requests from strangers. I didn't at the time, but I looked at her profile and it was so positive, and I was just looking for something like that, and I didn't even know it until I saw it. But it was a real positive light, and I didn't feel like I had a lot of that, so I figured, why not? Like, this is wonderful. If I see her wonderful, happy posts every day, my life is just a little bit better. So I accepted her friend request, and eventually she mentioned something about a fitness group, and I believe she messaged me about it actually, and I accepted, and continued running and doing workouts and checking in daily, started eating better, and I started feeling better, and people started noticing and asking. Eventually she had a challenge group, and at that time I was so hooked on the positivity. I felt closer to the people in my groups than I had with anyone around me. I felt more of a connection. We shared similar goals. Everyone was just so positive and happy, and I loved it. I was hooked to it. So when she did a group that was for programs only, I decided to try a program. I was really hesitant. I wanted to just get the workout, but Nikki suggested that I try Takeology and told me that it would just really make me feel a lot better. I'd have more energy, and that it would be worth it, that it would make buying the program and everything else so much more worth it. So I figured, you know what, this girl's positive, she's done nothing but show me the way and help me, so I'll go for it. I'll try it for a month. It's expensive. I don't know if I can afford it constantly, but I'll try it for a month, whatever. And that was about 15 months ago. And I've had Shakeology every month ever since. I just feel like a totally different person. I feel like I woke up. I became me again. I refound my priorities and my limits and my boundaries and what I expect of my friends and relationships, and I became a better person for my friends and relationships, and that is what brings me to my why. Not only has this whole journey been good for me, but it has been good for the people around me. My family focuses on eating better. My mom, I grew up seeing her try Weight Watchers and Slim Fast and the low fat, no fat, fat free, butter buds. She tried and followed a lot of different things that at the time were popular weight loss and what we thought was healthy eating. So knowing what we know now about clean eating, I invited her to join a challenge with clean eating, and she saw incredible results just eating better for a week. And then she tried Shakeology and she lost, I think, 10 pounds after having Shakeology for a month. And she is now doing a program, and I've seen her change her mindset. She's more ambitious, she has more energy, she's setting goals and beating them and making plans, and it's just so beautiful to see her feel that she can be better next year than she is this year, and to think that she doesn't have to gain weight each year. It's not all downhill. It's whatever direction you want to take it. And to see her decide that she's going to be better tomorrow than she is today, and to see her tell her friends and help her friends get healthy, and just to see that spread from a simple invite from my coach to how it changed my life, to how it's changed hers, and how she's changing other people's. She's helped my dad, she's helped people all around her. It's beautiful, and it makes me so happy, and it makes me want to keep going. Not only to have that ripple effect on other people, but to show her that this isn't a yo-yo either, and that I'm in this for the long haul. And as long as I am, I know she will be. So being a coach is my way of leading by example and paying it forward and spreading positivity and happiness and self-esteem and just good feelings and goodness into the world. And I've always felt like I was shy and that I had a lot going on up in my brain, but that I'd never be capable of sharing it with everyone or really reaching my full potential. And I used my shyness and my quietness as kind of an excuse to just keep what I believe I have inside just stored in there and saved for myself. And being a coach, you focus a lot on personal development, and through that and through this whole process, I've realized that I don't want to keep that to myself, and I am capable of all of those things that I feel pent up, and it's a wonderful feeling and a beautiful challenge and something that will keep me going and helping others and exceeding my own expectations. So that's my why for being a coach, and I hope it helps you in any way. So if you have questions, you can always message me or ask me, and I could go on for probably another 10 minutes about it if you wanted. So thank you for listening.